First off, man, let me wish everybody a happy new year, man. Hope all you guys' New Year's went pretty good, man. On to the new year now, 2024. But y'all know I got the videos, man. Y'all comment below other videos y'all want me to do. But got to talk about it, man. Alabama, Michigan, man, going to be a lot of fun. I honestly cannot wait, man. These two, it's going to be a marquee matchup. I think it's going to be close. But y'all know who I got to roll with, man. I got to roll with Alabama. I think they just got a little bit too much. I think the physicality is going to be very apparent in this game. Them two going head-to-head. But let's look a little bit at the stats. All right, so Jalen Milroe, we know, 2,178 yards. He's really improved, man, ever since him getting benched in that UCF game. Came back with a vengeance, was very critical in the SEC championship, and the reason why they win. His scramble ability, man, is just off the charts. It's next level. So that's something to watch in this game, because you might see that Michigan is really good, stout defensively, top 5 in most categories defensively, and you'll see that, throughout this game. But if they lose contain on Milroe, that could pose problems. Also, too, really like Jason McClellan, and I really like their running game for Alabama. I feel like they can lean on that a little bit and not rely so heavily on Milroe to make plays. Obviously, he can do so, but when you have that and you can kind of rely on him, that makes it a lot easier. So watch out also, too, in the receiving core. Watch out for Isaiah Bond and obviously right here, Jermaine Burton. Both for dangerous down the field, both for playmakers. We've seen that scramble at the end of the game, 4 for 31, throws it to Isaiah Bond. They beat Auburn, helps them go to the SEC championship game, essentially. So watch out for him. He's very dangerous, very, very good. But it's going to be imperative, I think, in my opinion, this Michigan defense, if they want to win, they're going to have to be able to get stops. Have to be able to get stops, get the ball to the offense, get sacks, put pressure on Milroe, contain them in the pocket. Might see a little bit of QB spy. That's going to be an important matchup as well. All right, so now to Michigan. What I really like about Michigan is their 1-2 punch. They got a good 1-2 punch with Donovan Edwards, and right here you see Blake Corum, another 1,000-yard season. He's going to be an asset to whatever NFL team he ends up going to. That kind of helps out J.J. McCarthy because he's not asked to do too much. Just play within the fines of the offense, do your things, hit the receivers, and they can beat you deep. You see it right here, their receiver. They got a lot of nice weapons, too, as well. The tight end is going to be a critical position for them in this game. Because if you see Bama run their zones, their cover threes, their cover twos, their shells, they're going to need somebody to be able to win over the middle of the field. So that tight end position is going to be very critical in this game. Nonetheless, man, I think it's going to be a good one. Got a close game between these two, but I'm going to roll with Bama. I think Bama comes out on top. They get a big victory. They move on to the college football national championship. Now, this game is really interesting. Texas is heavily favored. Washington's been battling all season long. Right, Michael Penix Jr. was a Heisman finalist, had a great season. As you see, 4,218 yards, 33 touchdowns, took really good care of the football. They got weapons on the outside. Adunzi is a pretty much certified first-round pick. Definitely going to see him taken pretty early, I think, in that draft. Just his ability to separate from defenders, ability to his route running technician, his ability just to always be on cue. So I think the worry thing in this one with Texas is they might give up a lot of points in this one. I think Washington has the ability to kind of be able to put points on the board, be able to attack different zones in the defense, be able to put pressure on them. So I think for this one, for Texas, they're going to have to score a lot of points. I think Washington's going to be able to score at will. They've been doing it all season. I think this is going to probably be the best matchup out of all of them. I think it's going to be a back-and-forth affair. I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair, in my personal opinion, between these two teams. But I think Washington's going to put up a lot of points on the board. It's just see how good their defense is going to be able to play. We've seen late in that game against Oregon, they was able to get key critical stops against Bo Nix, create pressure, and play really good, stout defense on the back end. So that's going to be crucial in this game as well. Now, you look at Texas. Texas got the weapons, right? They got Brooks out of the backfield, 1,100 runner. They just replaced what they had last year in Bijan Robinson. Quinn Edwards going to be back for another season. He had a really good year, 3,000-plus yards passing. We've seen what he's able to do against stout competition against Alabama earlier this season. He doesn't turn over the football a lot, as you see, only 6 interceptions. I just like the receiving core. Xavier Worthy, Adonai Mitchell. They got guys that can really just spread you out and make it really tough for you. So they're playmakers. That's why I said it goes back to that battle. The key battle on this one, I know usually it's the trenches. It's going to be the Texas wide receivers versus the defensive backs of Washington. If they can win early and often, they're getting big plays, Washington might be in trouble. I do think they can fill it up scoring-wise, but I think Texas is going to be able to get that last critical stop in this game in order to win. So for me, man, I'm going to roll with Texas. Got them out on top. Beating Washington in a very close game, very high-scoring game. I'm going to go 45-42 as a prediction. I think they come out on top. Quinn Edwards dices it up, have over 300-plus yards passing, 4 touchdowns. I think Penix Jr. also has a big-time game for himself, over 300 yards as well, 3 touchdowns. I think it's a big-time game for him as well. So it's going to be a good one, man. Honestly, cannot wait. These are going to be marquee matchups, man. So that's my picks, man. Texas, Alabama. Comment below who you got coming out on top.